Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
Single best idea. What an interesting show today. And I must admit, given the emotion out there within our political economy, the number of people lining up and saying, you know what, this is transitory, to borrow a phrase from the Fed a long time ago. Really impressive today. Amazing conversations. Rich Greenfield came in today. He is with Lightshed. He does media analysis, and I want to take a moment, as I did in the show, and explain this. Sell-side analysts, securities analysts, have to be very brave when they put a sell rating on a stock. Usually it's buy and hold. And if they have the courage to say, this ain't going to work out, they get an enormous amount of heat from the company and all the people around a given company. Rich Greenfield, pushing 20 years ago, was the bravest guy on the street. He put a sell rating on a stock. I'm not going to mention it. Doesn't matter now. It's ancient history. And they really went after him. And the whole industry rallied around Rich Greenfield years ago when he had the courage of his convictions. Here is Rich Greenfield on Netflix.
When you think about what Netflix has done in terms of hammering home to you that when you get home at night, when you finish up work, when you get to your house, you get into your living room, what's at that moment of truth? Do you choose Netflix? Do you choose linear television? Do you choose Disney Plus, Hulu, Paramount Plus? They want you to win. That moment of choice is the most important. That's to classic. Win. And if you look at who's winning it right now, it's really two platforms. It's really Netflix on the video side. It's Netflix and YouTube.
Rich Greenfield, and as I said there, you heard me say, is classic. That is classic Rich Greenfield. He is at Lightshed. I should point out later in the interview, he doubled Netflix with Spotify. He was very constructive on the changes moving forward for Spotify. Is a big winner recently. Anastasia Amoroso came in today. What an historic conversation with her, I think 2-3 days after the invasion of Ukraine by Putin, by Russia, for her growing up in Eastern Europe. Very emotional. I asked her, she's a bull. She's a bull, optimistic on Wall Street. She's been optimistic. She's optimistic on America. Anastasia Amoroso on American exceptionalism.
It is an exceptional and outstanding place that nowhere else can you replicate that. And I do travel globally. I immigrated to the U.S. when I was 16, but nowhere else can you get the same stability of government, believe it or not, as you get in the United States. Nowhere else can you get this pro-business mentality, even though we argue about the deregulation here and there. And nowhere else, frankly, can you get the same opportunity set as you do here. So it is truly, truly an exceptional place. And this is why when I think about investing, yes, while it's tempting to go invest in emerging markets or maybe trade around in Europe and Japan, if you're a long-term investor, you have to focus on the pillars that are going to be there. And I think the pillars of American exceptionalism will be here.
Anastasia Amoroso, I should say, of iCapital this morning. We'll keep this short today. NVIDIA earnings out this afternoon. We'll touch on that tomorrow, I am sure. Across the nation on your commute. Good morning, 99.1 FM in Washington, Bloomberg 1130 in New York, Boston 92.9 FM, and all of our digital distribution. We're on YouTube. Subscribe to Bloomberg Podcasts and on YouTube Podcasts. This is Single Best Idea.